Friends, I'm going to ask Kimberly Bassett to come forward, the Secretary of DC, who has something to present from the mayor to the venerable monks. Then, my friends, there are so many of you out here, we know that you cannot all fit within the cathedral. So following the presentation from the Secretary, the faith leaders and the venerable monks will be going into the cathedral for a chance to talk interfaith commonalities and the things that we share. The monks will come back out and continue on their journey shortly, and we are honored to have you here at this house of prayer for all people. Madam Secretary.
It's going to be my peaceful day.
One more time.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
One last time.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
Wow. You hear that? Respected Mahasangha, respected pastors, all venerables, all reverends, and all faith leaders, and hello everyone. Today, stand right here in this holy place. It is overwhelmed for us. Right behind me right now, we have all faith leaders. And in front of you all, you can see all religions leaders here together for the same mission, peace. This is the first time to me that we are working together, we are walking together on this path to find peace for ourselves, to share that to our nation and the world. For me, this is the moment where I'll be remembered for the rest of my life. And I hope you do the same. Peace is something that we've been looking for so long. Peace is something that we are seeking for so many years, and yet we still not find it. We cannot find it. It's been with us. It never left us. It's just that we cannot see it. You have locked it and put them in the box, and you have left it somewhere. You've forgotten it. We are not walking from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. to bring you any peace, but to raise the awareness of peace so that you can unlock that box and free it. Let peace bloom and flourish among all of us throughout this nation and the world, so that this world can become the better place for all beings to live. And of course, to free peace, to unlock that box, we're supposed to have a key, and we must have that key to unlock it. And that key is mindfulness. It's not about Buddhism. Mindfulness is for all beings. Mindfulness is within our breath. We live with each and every breath going in and out. Without this breath, we die. So mindfulness within our breath is for all human beings. It's because this is something that we naturally have since we born into our mother's womb. And for that reason, we must practice mindfulness. It's very simple. All we need to do is just come back within. This is the moment in front of me. I see thousands and thousands of people here, that you actually let go of everything to come here to join this mission together. This is the moment where you slow down, the moment where you stop from doing everything else, just for one thing together here: peace. Therefore, we wouldn't want to waste our time and our energy coming out here and then going home with sadness and anxiety, stress. Instead, we should come home with joy and peace. To do that, let us all do one thing together. Let's put our left hand over our heart, the right hand on top of our left hand, by your chest, by your heart. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And one more. Now feel in each and every heartbeat within your heart. Feel it. Be mindful on each and every beat. Pay fully attention to it. Sound is just a sound. Acknowledge that sound as sound, 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 to remind us to come back within, to feel our heartbeat. Thank you. How you feel? Relax? How many of us can feel our heartbeat? I hope you are. Okay. Without feeling your heartbeat, there's a problem. Now that we had a chance to come back within, to look at our heart, to feel it, this is the time where you give yourself some love. That inner child has been cried and asking for help for so long, and yet we still abandon it, ignoring it. This is the moment, this is the time where we had some moments, a minute to come back, to feel that inner child, give it some love. We've been taking care of this outer body, which is this physical body, for too much. Way too much. While our inner body is crying every single day, asking for help, and is shrinking every day, which is our mind. It's keep on shrinking and shrinking, while this body is growing and growing. For that reasons, we suffer. For that reasons, we barely have a moment for ourselves, because we are way too busy chasing the things outside, way too busy chasing the materials and the outside world. We have one thing, we want more things. When we have more things, we want a lot more on top of that. And that is why we spin in with the world. We spin ourselves. When we are not mindful, anything happen, anything the world throw into us, we suffer, we react. When you react, within that heart, you cannot feel those heartbeat, but instead, you feel burning. That heart is burning up. The heat is rising from the chest, from our chest, going up to the top of our head. And we let it burn it all. We let it burn all. Whatever we have, we burn it all because of that anger and hatred. and everything start out just a single word from the strangers, or a single word from our family members and our loved ones, or our friends. Just one thing, one minor thing could trigger us, and then we jump, and then we burn ourselves. Human beings, we deserve better. We don't have to go through all this, even though it's the nature of this world. The nature of our mind is always heading out there and collect everything to our mind and record it, keep it in there just like a hard drive. Anything we key in into that keyboard is recorded into the hard drive. Our mind is the same. Anything you talk, anything you see, you hear, you taste, you smell, you touch is recorded deeply into our mind. And we live with all those every single day. And thoughts, it will always popping up. It's rising and rising every second. Within 1 second, there's millions and millions of thoughts popping up. It's just that we cannot catch it, because our monkey mind is ready to jump. What is a monkey mind? The monkey mind is when our thoughts pop up, we jump right to it. We chase after it. The monkey cannot stay at one place. The habit is to jump here and there, go here and there, grab this and that. Just like the monkey go into the coin field, grab all those coins, and then when the monkey got out of that field, the whole field are damaged, but only 1 or 2 coins on his hand. Our mind is the same. We collect everything outside, from the outside, surround us. We collect all those, and at the end, we only hold sufferings. Nothing else. Happiness, peace, is something that is just temporary feeling that we ever have. And of course, our family members, our friends, our loved one always bring us some gifts, something to make us happy, and all those are just temporary. While peace is something that you can practice to have it the longest time, if you know how to manage your emotion, your feelings. It comes to the mindfulness practicing again. Earlier when we practiced to feel our heartbeat, I didn't guide you all to practice on the breathing, but instead the heartbeat. We can feel each and every heartbeat if we pay fully attention to it. Is that right? While we are feeling our heartbeat, how many of us can stay focused within that heartbeat without the mind wandering around? Please raise your hand. Okay, there's only less than 10 people out of thousands and thousands of people here, right? Do you know why? That's the mind, the monkey. That's the monkey when we just stay focused here, but that sound out there is pulling us off track. Anything that we encounter today, in the mornings up until now, is pulling us off track. Anything that is strong within our thought is pulling us off track. While you are feeling your heartbeat, this concentration is not strong enough yet. When it's not strong enough, anything else out there stronger, it will pull our mind off from this. That is why we still cannot stay focused within our heartbeat. But imagine, if we practice every day to feel our heartbeat, if we practice every day to see our breath going in and out with mindfulness, with awareness, how wonderful our life is. It's because of unmindful, that is why we always react the way we react. When somebody says something, we react right away, and that is when we suffer. And to be honest with you, toxic people a lot out there. And the more you react, the more they love it. When you react, they love it. They will go to the next person and do the same thing. And they go enjoy their life while we stand there and cry and then suffer. So don't react. If you keep on reacting, your life will go back to the old days and we going to suffer until we die. There's a lot of things better for us to do. A lot of things that is much more, is way better for us to do, which is do something for ourselves, to love yourself more. When you love yourself means you will not put yourself in dangers. You will not say something that is hurtful to the others and yourself. You will not do something that is hurtful to the others and yourself. That is how you love yourself. That is how you protect yourself from dangers. And so, if we cannot practice mindfulness, I promise you, peace and happiness is something that is just temporary moment. It will come and go just like the wind. But if you're willing to practice mindfulness, to feel it, or to see your breath, if you can stay focused like that every single day, each and every day will be a peaceful day for you. And peace is something that is not coming from the outside world. It's inside. Inside of us, we have our own world. And that world is the world we need to create peace, and we need to live at peace. Inside of this world, we have all kind of wild animals. Those wild animals will eat us up at any time. And it could eat the whole world up. Right? Just within one thought, unmindful, within one unwholesome thought, we could ruin our life, we could damage a lot of things out there. Luckily, I have the thought, walk for peace. That is why we've been walking for 108 days. Sometimes I question myself. Sometimes I question myself like this. Imagine if I have some other thoughts that is not wholesome. How is it gonna turn out? I could bring a lot of tears to the people and to myself. And so I'm so grateful that I practice mindfulness enough for me to stop all those unmindful thoughts and carry on this mindful thought to walk for peace, to bring some joy to the people who I meet along the way. And today, in front of us here, thousands and thousands of people, and there are millions of people watching online as well. So I'm very grateful. And for that reason, I thank you all for all the love, hospitality, and your support to come out for this mission, to walk with us for the rest of our life. This is something that I practice that we need to walk every single day. Without walking on our path, peace will not come with us, remember. The key that I talked about earlier is the mindfulness key. All you need to do is just practice mindfulness to unlock that box where you have kept peace and happiness inside and locked it up and then left it somewhere. Now it's your job, it's your duty to unlock it, find it, unlock it. You're the only one who can do this, not the venerable monks, not the reverends, nor anybody else, but you. Each and every single one of us, we have our own path. And please remember, don't expect our path to be smooth and flat. It's always going to be challenge, obstacle, roller coaster road. That is how it makes you different from the others. Practicing mindfulness, you have to put some effort into it. In order for you to come out here this morning, you have to put a lot of effort, right? With one thought first, isn't it? We have a thought, oh, I'm gonna come out to support this walk for peace, to join it together. With that one thought, and this morning you prepare yourself, drive yourself out there and find a parking space, which is very difficult. And now we've been here trying to find a spot to stand, right? All those are effort. Same thing if you want to practice mindfulness. You have to put some effort. Let's say we live in this world for 50 years. Now we want to change ourselves. Now we train ourselves again to go back, to be mindful. We need to have some time for it. It cannot be 5 days, of course, right? Because within that 50 years, we have encountered, we have recorded, and then we have trained ourselves to have so many bad habits already. Way too many. And now if we want to clean it, if we want to purify it, it could take some time. At least 7 days if you are clever. If you are your wisdom arise, if you're clever enough, within 7 days you could see it. If not, 7 months. If not, 7 years. If you have to spend the rest of your life to practice this, it's also okay. Nothing wrong with it. But at least you still practice. Because every time, every step you make, that counts. Just like us, when we walk from fourth court to here, every single step is a mindful step. That is how we raise the awareness of peace. We are not just walk for a walk, but we walk with mindfulness. I focus on my breath every single step when I made. And it's been 108 days. We will continue this walk. This walk will not end here. Remember that. We have to walk until we die. That is how peace stay with us. And so now the key, the last message. Every day when we wake up, please remember, don't touch your phone. I don't want to say you love her anymore, but please don't touch your phone when you wake up in the morning. This is a must. This is a way to train yourself. Every time when you touch your phone, your mind starts wandering. So don't touch your phone in the morning when you wake up. Instead, make your bed nice and neat. Go to the bathroom, still no phone. Do your thing, come out, get a piece of paper and a pen. Write down the statement, say, today is going to be my peaceful day. Remember, always have to have a pen and a piece of paper to write that down. Even you already memorize it. I have talked about it for the last 108 days. So, even if you already memorize it, you still need to have a paper and a pen to write it. When your hand pairing with your mind, it makes a big difference. Write that down while our mind is thinking of those words, our hand is writing it down. After that, read it over and over with our eyes. When our eye is pairing with the mind, it makes a difference. We train ourselves to stay focused, remember? So concentrate on those words that you have written on that paper. Focus on it, read it over and over. And then finally, read it out loud with our mouth. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day so that no one in this world can mess it up except ourselves. Remember, there will be no one in this universe can mess your days up except yourself. If you don't let them. Back to reaction. When you react to anything, that is how you mess your days up. If you stay calm and cool, if you react, But with kindness, that is different. If you want to react, that's fine. You could react, but only with kindness. May you be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Give them a smile, walk away. That's the only way we should react. Other than that, if you react with anger, hate, you will ruin your day and you'll be suffer again. So tell the universe that. Let us all tell that the universe the same message together after I count to 3, okay? Today is going to be my peaceful day. Make it loud and clear. 1, 2, 3.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
One more time.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
One last time.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
Wow. You hear that? Imagine all the human beings in this world doing the same thing, just one simple method every morning. Like I already said, in the morning when our mind is still fresh and pure, if we don't give our mind a job to do, it will pick up all the trash to chew it over and over. Trash means all those old habits, bad habits, all those undesirable things, all those sadness in our life. Those thoughts will pop up one after another. Then is when you're overwhelmed with thought and you feel depression. So before you pick up all those trash, because they are not usable, so that's why I call trash. Before our mind is acting up that way, we give our mind a job to do, which is a peace message. All the people are doing the same thing. Imagine of that voice, that sound, that energy spread all over this universe. What is going to happen? Peace. The world will be at peace. This is the power of together. Not just the venerable monks. We alone cannot do this. No one in this world could do that. But in all of us, all the human beings, practicing mindfulness every day, practice this every day, spread only that message, loving kindness, compassion, and peace to the universe, instead of hate and anger and greedy and delusion, all kind. This world will turn into a better place for all of us to live. May you be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Please be mindful on each and every step you made, either backward or forward, starting from this point. And when you go home, please practice mindfulness so that we can have peace for ourselves and our family. Thank you so much, everyone.
In the shadow of the Washington National Cathedral, amidst a gathering of diverse faiths and weary travelers, a profound silence recently descended, a silence that carried more weight than the thousands of footsteps that preceded it. The Walk for Peace had covered vast distances, traversing the American landscape for 108 days, moving from Fort Worth, Texas, to the nation's capital. It is a staggering physical feat, the kind of journey that captures our imagination because it suggests that if we just go far enough, if we push our bodies hard enough, we might finally arrive at that elusive destination we call serenity. But as Venerable Bhikkhu Panikkara stood before the crowd, his message was not about the miles conquered or the geography crossed. It was about a different kind of journey, one that requires no hiking boots and no maps, yet is infinitely more treacherous and rewarding. He reminded us of the great, trembling paradox of the human condition. We will travel across states, oceans, and continents to find peace, only to discover that we are looking for a pair of glasses that is already sitting on the bridge of our nose. We tend to treat peace as a destination, a place we will get to, someday. We imagine it waiting for us after the mortgage is paid off, after the children are grown, or after we finally get that promotion. We treat it as an external acquisition, something to be hunted down and captured. But the Venerable offers a shift in perspective that is as terrifying as it is liberating. Peace, he suggests, has never left us. It is not missing, it is merely locked away. We are like homeowners who have taken our most precious jewel, placed it in a sturdy box, locked it tight, and then, in the chaotic bustle of our daily lives, misplaced the key. We have forgotten where we put it, and in our panic, we have started tearing the house apart, blaming the furniture, blaming our families, and blaming the world for the mess we are making in our frantic search. The tragedy is not that we lack peace, but that we have become excellent jailers of our own joy. We have recorded the world into our minds like a hard drive, filling our internal storage with grievances, desires, and the noise of the external world, burying that locked box under mountains of digital and emotional clutter. The walk for peace, then, was never really about walking to Washington. It was a metaphor, a physical enacting of a spiritual truth. We do not walk to bring peace to the world. We walk to raise our own awareness, to remember where we hid the key. The destination is not a place on a map, but a location in the center of the chest. To find this key, we must first stop running. The modern world is designed to keep us in a state of perpetual motion, convinced that stillness is a waste of time. Yet, the Venerable invites us to do something radical in its simplicity, to place our left hand over our heart, our right hand over the left, and just feel. It sounds almost too easy to be a spiritual practice, yet for many of us, this act is confronting. When was the last time you truly felt the physical sensation of your own life force? Not the metaphorical heart of emotions, but the rhythmic, tireless muscle that has been keeping time for you since before you were born. There is a profound mindfulness in simply acknowledging the heartbeat. It is the primal drum of our existence. To feel it is to return to the only moment that actually exists, the present. The past is a ghost, the future is a fantasy. The heartbeat happens now, and then now, and then now. When we close our eyes and tune into this rhythm, we are doing more than checking our pulse. We are anchoring the wandering soul back into the body. The breath, too, serves this purpose. We live and die by the breath, yet we take it for granted until it is threatened. By ignoring these constant, life-affirming rhythms, we drift away from our center. We become unmoored. The Venerable notes a painful truth. In a crowd of thousands, perhaps fewer than 10 people can stay focused on their heartbeat for more than a few moments without their minds wandering. We try to listen to the life within us, but the noise outside is seductive. A car horn, a snippet of conversation, a sudden worry about tomorrow's schedule. These things hook us and pull us away. We are not bad people for this, we are simply untrained. We have spent decades practicing distraction, so we have become masters of it. To reverse this, to relearn the language of our own hearts, requires a different kind of effort. It requires the courage to sit with ourselves when we would rather be anywhere else. This inability to stay with the heartbeat reveals the chaotic nature of what Buddhist philosophy calls the monkey mind. Our consciousness is often like a restless primate, swinging wildly from branch to branch, never satisfied with where it is. The Venerable uses a vivid image to describe this. Imagine a monkey let loose in a cornfield. It grabs an ear of corn, thrilled by the prize. But then it sees another, drops the first, and lunges for the second. Then it sees a third, drops the second, and lunges again. By the time the monkey leaves the field, it has destroyed the crop, trampled the stalks, and leaves with perhaps only a single, battered ear of corn in its hand. This is us. This is our daily life. We lunge at a thought of the past, then drop it to worry about the future, then drop that to react to a notification on our phone. We trample the cornfield of our potential peace, exhausting ourselves in a frenzy of grabbing and dropping, leaving a trail of mental destruction in our wake. We collect sensory inputs, sights, sounds, tastes, insults, compliments, and hoard them in our minds, but because we lack the discipline to sort them, we end up holding on to suffering. The most dangerous aspect of this monkey mind is its reactivity. When we are not mindful, we are highly combustible. We are like dry tinder waiting for a spark. A stranger cuts us off in traffic, a spouse makes a careless comment, or a colleague sends a curt email. Immediately, the mind reacts. The heart, which we were trying so gently to feel, begins to burn. The heat rises from the chest to the head, and in that fire, we burn down everything we have built. We trade our peace for the momentary satisfaction of anger. The Venerable reminds us that toxic people exist. They are a part of the ecosystem of life. But when we react to them with fire, we are the ones who turn to ash. The toxic person often moves on, enjoying their day, while we are left standing in the ruins of our own serenity, trembling with rage. To refuse to react is not weakness, it is the ultimate act of self-preservation. It is the decision to keep our internal house cool, regardless of the heat outside. This constant burning, this frantic jumping of the monkey mind, points to a deeper neglect. We live in a culture that is obsessed with the outer body. We spend billions of dollars on skincare, gym memberships, fashion, and supplements to preserve the vessel. We pamper the physical form, terrified of aging or imperfection. Yet, while the outer body is groomed and polished, the inner body, the mind and the spirit, is often starving. Venerable Panikara evokes the image of an inner child that is crying out for help, shrinking day by day from neglect. This is not just a psychological buzzword, it is a spiritual reality. Every time we force ourselves to endure stress without release, every time we speak harshly to ourselves, every time we expose our minds to hours of digital toxicity, we are abandoning that inner self. We are like parents who dress their child in the finest clothes but refuse to ever hug them, listen to them, or comfort them when they are afraid. Real self-love, therefore, is not about indulgence, it is about protection. Loving yourself means protecting your mind from danger just as fiercely as you would protect your body from a speeding car. It means recognizing that certain environments, certain arguments, and certain habits are hazardous to your soul. When we practice mindfulness, when we finally stop to listen to that heartbeat, we are rushing to the side of that crying inner child and saying, I am here. I am listening. I will not abandon you to the noise anymore. This restoration of the inner relationship is the prerequisite for any external peace. We cannot be a sanctuary for the world if we are a war zone to ourselves. So, how do we begin this restoration? The philosophy is profound, but the practice must be practical. We need a strategy to reclaim our territory. The Venerable offers a specific, rigorous prescription for the most critical time of the day, the morning. The moment we wake up, our minds are fresh, soft, and impressionable. It is the only time of day when the trash of the past and the worries of the future have not yet fully taken hold. And what do most of us do in this sacred window? We reach for our phones. We invite the chaos of the world, the wars, the politics, the envy, the advertisements, straight into our bed before our feet have even touched the floor. We voluntarily load trash into the pristine space of our morning mind. The Venerable's advice is strict. Do not touch the phone. It is a hard boundary. Instead, make your bed. It sounds trivial, but it is a small act of order in a chaotic world. Then, take a pen and paper. There is magic in the analog connection between the hand and the brain. He instructs us to write down a single, powerful intention. Today is going to be my peaceful day. It is not a wish, it is a declaration. By writing it, reading it with our eyes, and speaking it aloud with our mouth, we are aligning our faculties. We are giving the monkey mind a job. If we don't give the mind a job, it will find one on its own, and that job will likely be chewing on old anxieties. By declaring, today is going to be my peaceful day, we are setting a standard. We are telling the universe that we have decided to be peaceful, and therefore, no one else has the power to mess it up. If someone is rude, they are just playing their part. We do not have to rewrite our script to match theirs. We can smile, wish them well, and walk away, protecting the intention we set at dawn. When we commit to this personal revolution, this unlocking of the box, this soothing of the monkey, this protection of the morning, something miraculous happens. The boundary between the self and the world begins to blur. We realize that the walk for peace was never about a single monk or a single route. We are all walking. Every step we take, from the bedroom to the kitchen, from the house to the office, is a step on the pilgrimage. We often feel small and helpless in the face of global conflict and hatred. We think, what can I do? I am just one person. But the Venerable asks us to imagine the collective power of individual mindfulness. Imagine if millions of people woke up tomorrow, refused to touch their phones, and instead declared, today is going to be my peaceful day. Imagine the wave of energy that would generate. Peace is not legislated from the top down, it blooms from the inside out. When you calm your own heart, you lower the temperature of the room you are in. When you refuse to react to anger, you break a chain of violence that might have stretched back generations. The key to the locked box is in your hand. The walk continues for the rest of your life. It will not always be smooth. There will be obstacles, roller coaster roads, and days when the monkey runs wild in the cornfield. That is the nature of the path. But with every breath, and every beat of the heart, we have the chance to begin again. To unlock the box. To free the peace that has been waiting for us all along. The journey home does not require miles, it only requires a moment. This moment,